Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Always, and welcome back to Captive Minecraft. In the last episode, we were exploring down below. We were exploring the stronghold area. We found a lot of things, including chorus fruit. And yeah, we need to keep getting advancements. That's pretty much all we have to do. At this point, there's a handful of things that we need, and there's not much that we can do. We need to get blaze rods. We found the end portal last time, which was kind of cool, but we need all what 12 eyes of ender to do anything with that. So that's unfortunate. But I have another zombie here. We're gonna get Mr. Zombie to come out. There were some skeletons in there as well. They are gone. And we're gonna grab their stuff. But I'm going to stay down here with the zombie, and we're going to do this a little bit different than we did last time. So as soon as he turns into a drown, we are going to summon bring the Axolotl back out. And this is apparently a fairly difficult advancement to get. I didn't know this. We're going to give it another try, and hopefully it works. If it doesn't, we'll deal with that then. But today's plan is we're going to go to the Nether and see if we have access to a... Alright, he's shaking. He's close. There we go. Alright, Axolotl. You do that. I'm going to punch him again. Anytime you want to... Come on. Did we get it? No, of course not. Alright, I don't know how to get that one to activate. It is so weird. Also, this is now something we can break down a little bit. Maybe get... Nope. Okay. Let's do this. Let's just get the... There we go. Perfect. We have some chorus fruit now. I'm going to go ahead and let this grow some more. And I guess what we'll do is this. Let's close this back up. At some point we'll have to get Sniper Duel. That is going to be a bit of a pain to do. And I guess what we'll do is just eat a chorus fruit. Teleport. But that is another food item off the list. So I haven't done any work down here. I'll be blunt. I haven't done anything down there with any of that stuff. But let's go ahead and put this stuff in here. Axolotl go in here. Let's clean up the inventory, and then we're gonna head to the Nether. So let's put some stuff away that I don't particularly want to lose. We'll go ahead and make just a stone axe for the time being. And honestly, I think this is going to be good enough. Let's put dirt away, grab some more cobblestone. Because it's good to have cobblestone. And we just have basic iron armor, so I'm not worried about losing anything. And yeah, let's head into the Nether. We have 16 levels. That is kind of a shame. But I'm going to do more research on how to get the Axolotl. For the record, the advancement we were trying to get is the healing power of friendship, and I've heard that it's an absolute pain to get to activate. So we'll keep trying, but let's head to the Nether and see what we can do. So what we're looking for, more than anything, is a fortress. And if I put, don't take your fingers off of the keyboard. Alright, so these guys should not be too upset with me. There's a little bit of space there. But what we're going to do is we're just going to come over this direction. Unfortunately, I think hoglins spawn over there. Which is a bit of a pain. But yeah, there is the fortress. And that is, like, actually terrible. We could fight the Enderman. That's something we could do, but don't really have a reason to right now. There are also Striders down here. Striders are fine. There's magma cubes as well. Magma cubes are something we're going to have to deal with later. But, yeah, unfortunately, I don't know that there's much of anything we can really do in the Nether right now. We need to get to the... Wait, no, that's a bastion. That's a bastion's remnant. So there's got to be somewhere nearby a fortress. And that's what we got to find. Soul Sand Valley. Yeah, there is a Hoglin spawner right in there. And I don't know if they do anything, but hey, this is actually... Yeah, that's what I thought. Are these Nether wastes? No. But we can get a crimson fungus. We need other things. You gonna kill him for me? I do appreciate that. Alright, we're gonna make a run for it. We're also gonna put some more light here. Yeah, we're just gonna run. Hoglins are not something you want to mess with. They do a lot of damage, and we only have iron armor. So at this point, like, I don't know quite what to do about our situation. I don't really care about the gas unless it starts shooting at me. I don't know what size of a magma cube we actually have to defeat for it to count. So we're just gonna get rid of the magma cube completely. But yeah, that is a bastion. Which means... There goes our pickaxe, that's fine. This is very dangerous. We could probably die. We might die if we're not careful. I don't know where we're supposed to find a fortress. I don't know if there's one buried. I don't know. I don't think there's one above. But maybe. We can come down here and we can kind of chill. Let's get some more food. The piglins will not bother us because we do have some gold armor, so that's nice. Yeah, I don't see anything over there. And nothing really important over there. We can't get too much done with Striders until we can get the other mushroom. And what are you guys going crazy about? There's nothing over here. Alright, so there is the fortress. How far away is that? That is still like a few blocks away. Alright, so we're probably going to want to make some safe paths to all this stuff. And part of me wonders, you know, I can't remember. Okay, never mind. I can't remember if Ancient Debris only spawns down below. I think it spawns in the top as well, but that's something that we can't really do much about. So, here's what we're going to do. I am going to cut away. We're also going to do this. I'm going to cut away, and I'm going to go look for something to do. I'm going to see if I can't get a couple of things done. I'm going to set up a system so that we can a little bit more easily murder a skeleton from far away. So we're going to do something very similar to the, what's it called, the bullseye achievement. And that is going to be how we deal with this. And then if another zombie spawns, I'm going to try to get the power of friendship. That's something I'm going to probably record, but I probably won't include it anymore if I don't get it. Just because you guys have seen me try like 5 times now. It feels like it's only been twice, but it's been rough. And so if I don't get it again, I will probably not show it. But I'm gonna go figure out what we can do. Look through advancements and all that kind of fun stuff, and see if there's anything that we can actually accomplish. We could murder this guy. I don't want to murder this guy, but if we have to, we can. So that's going to be the plan. I'll be right back once I have something to show you guys. Alright, attempt 2 this episode. I am going to hit this guy so he pays attention to me. Axolotl comes out. And there we go. Okay, I don't know why that was so difficult, but it was. And we finally got the healing power of friendship. So, not too terrible. But that, yeah, okay, it was terrible. I take it back. That was kind of terrible. So the only thing left to do with this mob box that I made is wait around for some skeletons. There was actually 2 skeletons, but I want to set up things so that we can easily get a skeleton sniper duel taken care of. So, what are we going to do? Well, here's the thing. There's not much for us to do right now. We could... I don't know, how much gold do we have? Not that much. Let's go ahead and get a little bit of gold. And I don't really have too much use. Let's get like 8 gold. We can get more gold later. Let's see if we can't get some crying obsidian. Now, what is the other thing? Respawn anchor. I don't remember how to make those. I've never made one of those before, so I don't know exactly how to. I've cut down some trees, by the way, while I was waiting for stuff. I also went caving a little bit. You can see my sword is like nearly broken. And I was trying to figure out how to get the healing power friendship. Something that I read, something that I heard was that you can, one of the tactics is to befriend it, which is you give the axolotl some, a bucket of tropical fish, but that's not going to do anything. There's a lot of really bad information on Minecraft stuff out and about. It's kind of awful, I'll be blunt. But let's see if we can find a... I don't know. Hey, you like gold? You don't really care. You're kind of out of the barrier. So here's the thing. I really hope we don't have to do any of the really annoying things quite yet, like making a gas go through a nether portal. We could. It might be something I work towards between episodes, because we can, in fact... where is there any I almost said peglins. Piglins. Different game. Is there any piglins that are somewhere we can actually do something with? So, yeah, there's the big issue of I don't want to do some of the more annoying advancements right yet, because it would be terrible. But I'm probably gonna have to like do a lot of digging or something off camera. All right. Hey, you want some gold? Pick it up. Now give me some crying obsidian. Or something good, at least. Perfect. Thank you. Okay, so how do I make this thing? Showing all... I don't even know what category it's... Miscellaneous? Redstone? No. Combat? Maybe it wants me to be at a... crafting table? I don't know. What do you give me? Quartz. Okay. Fair enough. Would you like some more? I'll give you 2 more pieces. Because I'm a nice guy. and you gave me crying obsidian on the first try, which gives us more boundary. We're still not quite to where we need. Hey, you gave me string. All right, one last time. So there's a couple things I want to try to do, and part of it has to do with getting more levels. You gave me some iron nuggets. Alright, well, I have plenty of iron. I actually just melted up, like, a bunch. Specifically, that stuff is what I want to work towards. And in order to get the nylium, we need a silk touch pickaxe. So we currently have a silk touch. You know, let's just... That's glowstone. Let's take our trip down here. So we need to get a couple of things, and I have way too much stuff on me for this. I'll be honest. I don't see anything of particular note over there. What I want to see is if we can find anything like quartz, because I want some levels so that we can hopefully enchant some things. Alright, perfect. I don't really care about the quartz itself, but quartz is one of the best things to get levels. And unfortunately there's lava behind this, so we are going to have to be very safe. And block all this up. But hey, it's fine. What Y level are we at here? 12. So we can go a little bit further down. And to an extent, why not? I could go ahead and just mine down here for a while. There is some bedrock. But it is very, very dangerous to mine in the Nether. And, you know, putting little holes like this is probably the best option. And I do wonder, we could just see if we can go all the way across this lava pool. And that might be worthwhile. I don't know. So I don't even know if we're going in the right direction, but I think, you know, maybe tunnels underneath everything would be the best place for basically getting transportation around the Nether, rather than using bridges. But yeah, we need a lot of stuff, and I think what we're gonna do is this. Okay, I was like, I really hope that things didn't mess up and there's a hole in the bottom of the bedrock. That would be not fun. I do wonder if we're close to the other side. But unfortunately, like, there is just this... Hey, we are. Okay, cool. So, I need to do research on ancient debris and some other stuff. But I think what we're going to do is... I'm going to head back to the overworld. I'm going to go mining around, and hopefully one of two things is going to happen. I'm going to go down to the mine shaft area and even the whatchamacallit, the stronghold. And you know, if I have to vein mine, I'm going to. But basically, I'm going to go look around and see if I can't find some diamonds. We tried this last time, did not work out too well, but I'm going to see if I can't find some diamonds, and if we can, perfect. Oh, I want to, and I'm going to. Uh-oh. There are a lot of these guys. We're going to quickly pillar up because my sword broke. Come here. You were a piglin. Can you use that? I don't know that you know how to use that. But these guys will give us a little bit of gold and experience. So the two things that I want is I want experience so that we can get some more enchants. I want to try to get a Silk Touch pickaxe, and I'm willing to use just our iron pick. I don't know that we have anything super great that we can do, but it would be nice. And then I'm going to try to get some diamonds so that we can get armor. And if we can get a Silk Touch pickaxe, actually we could potentially... I don't know if we have any more books. We have a few more books. We could see... Nope. Okay. So I'm going to try to get some enchants. I'm going to try to go mining for diamonds. If anything exciting happens, I will try to bring you guys in. But yeah, we need diamonds. We need stuff. So what is the recipe for the respawn anchor? Alright, so it is 6 crying obsidian. That is more than we have. But okay, so I am going to go mining. I will see you guys in just a little bit when I have something interesting to show you. Alright, so I have diamonds, I have levels. Let's go ahead and try to get some stuff done. So, the first thing we should probably do is go ahead and make some diamond armor. Because I think... Oh, apparently we only needed one of them. But we have some frogs now, which is cool. Which means we can do more stuff. So much stuff. Okay, those frogs are not going to be secured in the place. We have 2 frogs. 3 frogs. Alright, so we have one of each color. That is good. I thought we needed a full set of diamond armor, which, I mean, to be fair, we do. We are going to need a full set of diamond armor at some point. But, yeah, frogs. I don't see any more. I think it just gave us the 3, which is all we need. We'll have to breed the frogs and get tadpoles. I know that's an advancement. So that does bring more stuff that we can do. So each variant on a lead, and then get a tadpole in a bucket. Both of those things should be pretty straightforward to do. Now, while I was down in the underground, getting levels, I was using a iron hoe to break skulk because that is experience, and it was going great except for when I broke through the floor, and I know of a chest now. The other thing that happened down there, silverfish spawner is now active, so we'll have to deal with that when we go back down, and I think that might be something we do next episode. I don't believe we have... I just remembered we can actually make leads, but do we have enough string to make 3 leads? Is it... Oh, I don't remember how to make leads. We can make enough leads. Okay. So let's put these in the right position. I didn't have any leads before. Okay, so we should be able to put all these frogs on leads. I don't know if we can do it while they're in the boats, I'll be honest, but... no, we can't do that while they're in the boats. But that's fine. I'll get them someplace safe, and we'll deal with that. We are going to have to... this is something that we're going to have to do eventually, but we are going to need to get them into the Nether to deal with some magma cubes. But let's go ahead and put 3 leads in here. That is to do. So let's try to get some enchants. I want to see if we can get anything halfway decent Unfortunately, like, I don't want to... Do we take the risk? We take the risk. I can always get more levels later. That is not what I wanted to see. That is... I don't have a grindstone. I've got to figure out how to make a grindstone, because I actually don't know off the top of my head. I believe it requires chains. And chains require iron, I believe? Or is it iron nuggets? Or is it a combination of... It is a combination. So... I think a grindstone is something like... I actually don't know the recipe for a grindstone. I'm going to be honest. So it's one of those things that we are going to want... Oh, it's a stone slab. Is it this type of stone slab? No, but that makes those. Do I have any? I legitimately just looked up the recipe. What is it? There's something that takes chains, and I don't know. I never make these. I just steal them. So it's not like... Yep, there's a grindstone recipe. It's not like I've ever... I believe we need wood. I've never really had the reason to make grindstone, so I never have. I use grindstones constantly, but not for what you'd think. Like, I would always just steal them for... I would never craft a grindstone is what I'm trying to say. I can speak well. Let's try again. Unbreaking. That's unfortunate. One more time. Fortune 2, that's not what I want. What's this look like? Smite. So, I am going to... Smite 5 actually would be really good on a diamond sword. So, here's what we're gonna do. In the Deep Dark, there is, in fact, a couple of things we can do. And as much as I hate to go do it, we can. So I think what we're going to do is this. I am going to call the episode here, and next time we are going to go down into the Deep Dark and actually do things. In preparation for this, I am going to get a bunch of wool, and hopefully that will help. We have so much iron now, so I'm not too concerned about iron. But we're going to get a bunch of wool. I'm going to attempt to bring the frogs down here and get them someplace relatively safe. And I'm probably going to have to build a little place for them type of thing. Axolotls are supposed to go here, but axolotls will despawn, which is unfortunate. So there's a lot of things for us to do. We can actually rename them, and that will name the axolotl. So that's something I can do at some point. But I'm going to work on getting some enchants. I'm going to try to get a Silk Touch something. Let's make sure we don't have a book that's Silk Touch. No. Okay. So we're going to do the sword, because Smite 5 is going to be really useful for the Wither fight that we're going to have to do eventually. So the plan is this. We're going to go to the Deep Dark next time, and I'm going to cry because it's scary. But we're going to go prepared with a bunch of wool, and hopefully everything will be great. So that's the plan. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!